Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Set. Hut.
Mike 37.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Second and 6. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15.
Go. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's.
That's it.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Under 10. 10.
Like, switch. X3. 218. Chopper. Yes.
He's mine.
Let go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Check 50, check 50.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Check your hot read. Check.
80 weapons.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get ready. Slam.
No score after 1. Sports.
No score.
Set 70, Indy. Cut. Why? Hey, Alpha. He's gone. We got double up. Get it.
2nd and 14. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Door. Snap.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right?
Ready? Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Now back to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 12-yard line.
Mike 15.
Mike 15. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 15's the mic. 15's the mic.
2nd and 2. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Tighten up.
Going for it with Sanders. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run forward with Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that during the first half.
So that means...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on,
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I got you. Check.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Run to the ball. We got to run out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 43-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike's 15. Okay, double up.
Hey, I got motion. Watch 15. Haywood.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 15. Mike 15.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the block room.
He completes it to Henry. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this?
Mike 22, Mike 22. Zip it. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Second and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Stop, baby! Good job.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Check 31, check 31.
Smooth. No, check that.
Hey, Sam off.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, first and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Set, ready. Scan. Mike's 15. Mike's 15. Let it go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Derrick Henry. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Set, hut. Hey, come on, no, come on. Travel. Delta. And we're going 37 to the foot.
Back to throw.
Get off the field, defense.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
6 man. Check curls.
First down.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Another run here with Sanders. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. In for the score. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
60 yards. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
On play action, they'll throw. Complete to right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Squeeze, double. Mike 22, he's
looking to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. First down, and it's Pollard again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready. Bear. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6, bullet high.
Second and 13. Robinson's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Crunch. Sponge. No. Gone. Hey, check 24. Let's go.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let's go. Come crash. And what's that? And what's the block? Slam. Shift. Topper. Look, squeeze. 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And it has to drive the coach crazy.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
He has to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Let's do it.
At their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That one goes for 8 yards. They'll set up to throw. Wright's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. completion. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken in at the roll. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Grant. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll